What is going on, Casually FC? Welcome to today's show. Welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are going to appreciate this, and I hope that we never have to talk about this guy again. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, transfer window madness. Let me just go ahead and start it off.
Tic-tac. Tic-tac. Tic-tac.
The countdown to the transfer window. It's been kind of mad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm here with my co-host Winter Surfer. Hey, how are you feeling about the transfers so far? We got Billy out, Batchway out. Am I forgetting someone? There's a third one, I think.
Alonso out.
Alonso went the other way, and in return we got Obama Yang. Yeah. We have Dennis Zakaria that came out of the blue.
Yeah.
But it's a DM. It's a DM on a loan, and I believe there's still a possibility for another move.
No, the Chelsea.
That probably was the last one, right?
Yeah, they're calling it no more.
Oh.
No more. Yeah, so it should be Aubameyang and Zacharias completed his medical in Turin tonight. Aubameyang's arrived in London, probably on his way to Cobham. They're both getting announced, probably even after the transfer window ends. Because if you put your papers, you put the papers in, which is a consideration to buy a player or the information, you can still announce stuff afterwards.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, I'll say this. I said this yesterday. This window then becomes an 8 for me if we end up landing a midfielder and Aubameyang. And I say 8 because I already knew the midfielder was going to be a questionable one. It's already controversial. I know a lot of people are up in airs about Zakaria. I think the fan base is pretty split on it.
Yeah.
But listen, we were linked with Zakaria a while ago. People wanted him then. He played well in Bundesliga, was okay at Juve, I believe.
Yeah.
And now he's going to come to Chelsea. Look, sometimes the leagues, like you said backstage, sometimes the leagues just don't fit certain players. Yeah. So, but are you disappointed with Zakaria coming in and Bill Gilmour going out?
Zakaria's always been one that's on the radar of people who watch other leagues. I don't, so I never really see him play that much. So, I'm not disappointed that Gilmour's gone. I think I'm disappointed in the whole approach to the midfield itself, in terms of leaving it late. Going after Alvarez, who I've never seen. By the way, I've never watched before either, so I have no idea how he plays.
Yeah.
Same with Sengare, I have no idea. But leaving it so, not having the foresight, and I don't blame Todd Bowley for this. This is on the manager. I'm not too Clout, by the way, before anyone says anything.
Yeah, no, none of us are.
But the manager not foreseeing this, or not being willing to foresee this until after the Southampton game when Ruben gets injured. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So. It's like that. Maybe I was reading another Twitter thing saying that they might go back in for Alvarez in January, and the Russian kid as well. So they might do that in January.
Well, I heard that the Russian kid is going to happen, but they have to figure out ways to transfer the funds because of the whole sanction.
Yeah. All the bullshit sanctions thing, which is weird, but the two deals may happen in January. We'll see what happens. But Alonso's gone, thank Christ.
Thank God.
I'm not a religious man. That's why on another loan, he said to 2024. I'm hoping I'm going to read very soon something about Bakayoko having his contract terminated, and I think I read early days something about Kennedy was signing for someone, but that's not been confirmed yet.
Oh wow.
And,
tomorrow,
Billy Gilmour's gone.
Yeah,
9 million. Disappointed for not seeing him, but I'm not going to be.
For 9 million is really cheap. There better be like a buyback clause.
Yeah, I'm not going to be one of these sycophants. Oh no.
Yeah.
We've lost the diamond. We've lost plenty of diamonds. We need to find diamonds of our own now. So
I get it. It's bittersweet, but I mean, it's not even sweet. It's just bitter. Alonso may be a little bittersweet just because he's been with the club for so long. But I'm bye Alonso. Bye. Yeah. It was long overdue. Overdue.
See you, bye.
But we might have some guests joining us. We did send out some links out there, so we'll see what happens. But we have a good old friend of the channel to react to today. Had a lot to say about a certain, big content creator in the Chelsea community, and neither me or Winter have seen the video or what he said. I'm just gonna say right now, we might not even finish the video, depending on how triggered we get.
I would just say this: I have seen the
yes.
video.
Oh, you have?
I have seen the video.
Oh, okay.
But what I want everyone
I haven't
to
seen
know,
it.
I want everyone to know this. And Marshall, first of all, two things. Marshall and I didn't know we were both wearing red. This isn't a synchronized thing.
Yeah.
And second of all, I did not ask Marshall to do this video. I don't like talking about this person because he's negative, so I don't like to talk about this. But we don't like to talk about this person that much. So I didn't ask Marshall to do this. He asked me if I'd be all right doing this, and I said, yeah, fine. Because you know what, I'm not going to stand in any way of any content creator do what they want to do. So you know, and I'm happy. And listen, if you think I'm going to be biased on this, that's fine. But you know, I'm just going to react to what they say. So I'm going to treat it like we treat the Rory videos.
So I'll say this ahead of time. Me and Andrew and the rest of the panel agreed that we were going to approach this as unbiased as possible, because this, I mean, I'm going to put it out there. There is a bias, you know, like I have a bias against this guy. I've heard him talk a lot. Andrew has history with him. You guys probably already know if you've been longtime fans of the channel. But and I like Younes. I like Younes a lot. I watch a lot of Younes content, almost religiously, and I'm not even religious. So, I mean, I will do my best to take my bias aside and just, you know, try to analyze it from a factual point, grounded point. But we'll see. We're gonna banter. And before we even go on to this, I know what the comments are gonna say already. All right, because it's happened so many times. Listen, people in the comments, it's banter. If you're gonna be posting yourself online, and you're making yourself open to criticism, and we're gonna criticize. It's a public forum. We are going to criticize. We're going to make jokes. Who cares if we are adults or whatever? This is just for humor's purpose, for joke, for entertainment, and just to, I guess, give understanding to points of views that maybe people don't understand. So there's a lot of use to this. It's not just us being negative, not us putting people down or anything. It's banter, all right? It's just laugh a little. Don't take it so seriously. It is what it is, okay? And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm a content creator. I saw this. I saw an opportunity to make some content out of it. So comment section, take a joke. Leave me alone, okay?
And if you're watching it, at least like the video and subscribe.
Yeah, please. Well, so of course. And make sure, if you're here right now, subscribe if you're new. We do stuff like this. We do Chelsea reviews and news on Chelsea all the time. This week, Andrew, we've been busy. Yes. We've been busy. Yeah. We went from 2 a day to like, we're going to stream today, row, right? Saturday. This is the third day in a row. We're busy. We're going to stream again on Saturday after the game, and possibly on Sunday as well, to really talk about the transfer
transfers or something like that.
Yes.
What we think about the season upcoming or something like that now. A preview maybe the Champions League game.
Yes.
On Tuesday, isn't it? So.
Yes, exactly. That too. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are subscribed and you hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of that content. Sometimes we do allow you guys to come in and have a discussion with us as well. So come be a part of the community. Come join the Discord. The Discord's very active. That's actually how I got to know about this video. Someone on the Discord told me, hey, would you want to react to this? So I said, yeah, why not? I feel like this is a perfect video to react to. So yeah, make sure you hit the links in the description. Check it all out. It's all fun and games down there. But let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Why not? All right. Well, like we said, we're going to try to take our bias out of this and be reasonable about it. And let me also turn off the music while I'm here. But all right, let's. I guess, Andrew, let's do this. Let's venture into the abyss that is the minerals.
But I can't say that's not true. Gallagher's been atrocious today. Atrocious. Let himself down, let the team down.
By the way, I will say this is in reaction. I forgot to give you context, guys. Sorry. This is in reaction to the game that we went, Leicester. We went 10 men down, and Younes had an opinion about us dropping Mount and how we played after Mount was dropped. So this is a reaction to that, just to give people context.
But this is where I give a little bit of praise. After going down to 10 in that first half, we still did look a bit shaky. But the response afterwards was actually quite admirable.
Well, we looked shaky after going down to 10 men because we were playing a back four. We were playing a 4-3-3, which we don't play because the gaffer hasn't got the options to play that system that he actually wants to play, which we're most comfortable with, which is the 3 at the back, which you should know, obviously. Wing back system, 6-6 pivot, and the 3 in the attack. Where we played at fantastic against Spurs. But due to injuries in key departments, due to the simple fact that we've got no Koulibaly, we don't have Fofana in yet, the gaffer was limited on the centre back, so we had to play the back 4. So let's start off with that from what I'm taking from this.
I mean, he's not wrong so far. No. I agree with that. I think we did start with the back 4 that game, and it didn't look good. And until we get like a proper DM, I don't think back 4 is really going to work. Although it did work last season a little bit, but we had to play Malang left back. It was terrible.
Yes.
But yeah. Well, so far so good, Johnny. Let's see what else you got to say.
To be fair to Chelsea, being down to 10, at times it didn't look like we were down to 10.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So fair play to everyone that actually managed to help make that happen.
Well, that's because we went back to our orthodox sort of Tuchel system of the 3 at the back. Everyone knows what they're doing when they play in that system. In the back 4, when do we ever play a back 4?
But if we're talking about the struggle after that, then we finished the first half. Then Thomas Tuchel makes one...
Well, we struggled after the red card because the gaffer wasn't in the dugout. He had to wait till half-time, and we had to keep the back 4. And that's why we did fantastic as a team to ensure that we don't make any mistakes, don't get caught out in possession, and we didn't go 1-0 down going into half-time. So credit to the players on the pitch for that.
Yeah. Change to rectify the starting 11 that he came up with in the first place, which is my opinion anyway. Weirdly enough, I didn't even think this sub was going to make a difference, but Aspie coming on for Mason Mount changed the game. Changed it.
Yeah, it did change the game. It was a fantastic tactical change by the gaffer, Super Tommy T. But let's see if you know why that was such a great change.
Yeah,
let's see the reason.
Yeah, it was a great... just to let you know, most substitutions, a high percentage of them are made for tactical reasons. I just want to let people know this. I don't know if people know this. Substitutions are made for tactical reasons.
For the most part.
He had to make it tactically because you were down to 10 men. So he had to make the change, put the 5 at the back, 3 at the back, whatever you want to say. But he took Mason... He's going to explain probably why. Or he took Mason Mount tactically. Yeah. He took Mason Mount off because out of the 3, even though none of the 3 played well in the first half, Mount was the shittest out of the players. If Chelsea fans recall...
Let's go backstage.
What'd you say, man? What'd you say? What'd you say about Mount?
But if Chelsea fans recall the Spurs game last season at the new Tottenham Stadium, in the first half we were appalling, and Mount was appalling in the first half, and he took Mount off. So when you do make a tactical situation in this, which is fine, you usually take out the least effective player on the game, and that was Mount. But, where we're going to hear that objectively, I don't know.
Let's go. Careful. As soon as I saw this and I heard the word Mason Mount, be careful. That's for Johnny. That's very triggering words. You're walking on glass now. But listen, Johnny plus Mason Mount criticism equals rattled. We already know where this is gonna go. It really depends on what Johnny has to say about Younes, because most of us know Younes's content, and he's even been on the channel before. And I'll post the link for that down below in the description if you guys want to look back and see, the video where we did with Younes and we hung out and talked about Chelsea. But that game, when Mason came off, I noticed it seemed like there was more space in on the pitch for the players to really express themselves and do the 1-2s, and it almost seemed like we were playing with 11 men and we didn't even have a man down. Like even Havertz looked decent, connecting really well with Cucurella and Sterling and all the players, and Reece. It looked really good. Now, I don't know. I can't really tell you why. I'm not like some tactical analysis genius, but Mason has been very poor, and it is possible that he just gets in the way more than finds a way to help. And who knows? It is how I see it, in the sense that it does seem like Mason, when it comes to a lot of build-up play, he gets in the way more than helps out by opening himself up or making a creative run. But all right, let's continue the video and see what he says, because it is quite a long video. So
reasons for it. What are you gonna say, fella?
And we have to have a convo about Mason now.
Oh, we have to have a conversation about
based
Mason,
on how I saw things happen today, from when Mason was on and to the moment that he came off. Two different Chelseas.
Right, two different Chelseas. In the first half, and I was at the game, I had a perfect view of the game. I had a perfect view of the back four setup. I had a perfect view of seeing Gallagher in the centre of the midfield three, with Jorginho on the left and Loftus-Cheek on the right. Reece James playing right back, Cucurella left back, Chalobah paired up with the GOAT, Thiago Silva. I saw Mason Mount on the right, Kai Havertz in the middle, Sterling on the left. That's what I saw. Then you lost
we all saw
Conor Gallagher, and it stayed the same. A back four with two midfielders, which we've never played. When did any of the frontliners get the ball? When did they get the ball, fella?
When Mason Mount was off?
Chelseas. And I'm not just talking about the entire shape. I'm talking...
Well, this is the thing. You have to talk about the entire shape, because the entire shape is exactly how we've won the Champions League, how we've been so successful under Thomas Tuchel. That is the shape that suits the players that we have in the squad perfectly. But the gaffer is limited at this moment in time with who he can play.
Sure.
He's got no Kante Kovacic in the double six. He has to play Gallagher. Gilmour's not fit. Ampadu's not fit.
Wait a minute. Is Gilmour or Ampadu really not fit? I'm pretty sure they were fit. They just weren't in the squad.
They were on the bench. Well, on the bench. Gilmour was Gilmour. Well, the gap. Thomas, I don't know what it is. Someone have to ask him why he doesn't rate Gilmour.
Well, yeah. That's been like the $1 million question that we've been asking here on the channel for weeks now. Is like, why doesn't he favor Ampadu or Gilmour? Especially when we're in desperate need for CDM. But it's not. They weren't fit. Like,
well,
Johnny,
Gilmour's not had a lot of pre-season, so not really as Ampadu, really. So probably not match fit to say that.
But I feel like what he's trying to do right now is he's trying to what's the word I'm looking for? He's trying to deny himself that the gaffer doesn't like them. And he's given himself excuses, or Tuchel excuses, for why they aren't playing. So it's kind of there's a certain word for it, and I can't remember. I heard it this morning too. It's quite annoying. But all right, well, let's continue. Let's correct that notion that they were fit and were available to play, but just Thomas doesn't like them.
It just doesn't want to use them.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right, let's continue.
He's thrown Chalobah in there. There's no minutes leading into this game, playing in a back four, which he's never done. When does he play in a back four? When does Thiago Silva play in a back four? So obviously, making a change in the formation is going to make every player on that pitch comfortable. It goes without saying. If you've got any ball IQ, if you understand how Chelsea play, which I'm sure you do, mate. I'm sure you do.
I'm talking about the midfield and our attack, and the fluidity and the space and the freedom that all of a sudden everyone looked like they had.
We had that because we were compact, we were sitting back, absorbing pressure, and we were relying on Kai Havertz's hold-up play, and we were relying on Sterling's pace because we were limited. All right. Excuse me, fella. Yeah. So you have to understand that Jorginho goes back into his double six position, which suits him, and Loftus-Cheek was there. And he brought Dave on because Dave was the only option to play on the right side, and he played Trev on the left side. So you had a natural back three, you had a wing back system, which allowed us to create width, to run into space, so we could actually have possession and outlets to get out of trouble when we're in a defensive phase. We didn't have that in the first half. In the first half, it was slow, lethargic. Our attackers didn't get the ball in quick enough in the right positions. Mason Mount was in so many positions during that first half, never received the ball. And when they were going to make the pass, when it was Loftus-Cheek, as I remember, one specific moment, and he plays the ball, and he gets intercepted, and then we get hit on the attack. And Mace has to track back to try and help his teammates to recover the ball. But when was he ever given the ball in the right positions? Because Mason Mount is elite off the ball, getting in the positions to help his teammates in pocket.
Maybe because Mason Mount didn't open himself for a pass. Did you ever think about that, Johnny? Did you ever think that maybe the boy has been off form? Because I'm not going to sit here and say Mason Mount is a bad player, because he's not. He's not a bad player.
Yeah.
He's off form. He's off. He's in the worst form. I thought last season was bad. No, his season so far has been worse. He's in terrible form.
He's in terrible form, yeah. Yeah, it's in terrible form. Do you know what, though? Do you know what? And for those in the chat, if you know this channel, we do not like Rory Jennings. So we're not.
No, we don't. Yeah, I know.
So Mount is a good player, very good player. Yeah, he's in form. Do you know why he's probably out of form? Because of the way we play him. We play him out of position, and we play him a lot.
Yeah, we overplay him.
And for someone who's 23, he has played a hell of a lot of football in the last 3 and a bit seasons. And you're probably seeing why he's off form, because he's played too much. He doesn't only play for us nearly every full game. He said he plays for England as well. That idiot Southgate in a waistcoat plays him in friendlies and stupid stuff like that, and plays him for 90 minutes. So you know what? Mason Mount is probably what they call the sports science, what they call it in the red zone. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's what Arsenal fans. It's what people are saying about Saka at Arsenal at the moment.
It's probably permanently in the red zone. Guys, and yeah, Saka too. Yeah,
Mount is overplayed. Okay, and that is because of the Tuchel's reliance on him. I haven't changed my tune, British Patriot, man. You're just a troll. So, and you got what you want now, because I've responded to you. But you're just a troll, mate. He's only just come along.
Listen, I already knew that before we started, the Mineral Soul Boys were going to come in and defend minerals. Listen, you're mineral deficient, if anything.
Yeah, British Patriot. I don't know if you want me to, you want to get teabagged by me or something like that. That's probably what you want. But
no nudity on the channel, please.
Do you know what? British Patriot? Come back to the channel. I'll have in discussions.
You'll see. We defend Mount sometimes too.
But if players lose their form,
we're fair,
and we're seeing it right now. Mount's losing his form, and that's natural. That's natural for him to lose his form. It's going to happen. How does he regain his form? How does he get his confidence back? Does he do it by playing all the time? I don't think that helps him, because even like Southampton, he had a very poor game against Southampton, but he just seemed to run out of ideas and overplaying it, stuff like that. But I'm just saying, it's natural for him to be out of form. Same with Havertz.
Listen.
Don't time anyone out unless unless they do the isms. Yeah.
The isms. No isms. Listen, as annoying as the mineral pilled people are, just let them be. Let them talk their talk. As long as you're not being disrespectful.
Come in if you disagree with us. I don't want everyone to agree with us. I want people. I like
banter and all that. Don't be personal.
I like talking to people that disagree.
Yeah,
with me,
of course.
Maybe I can change.
Your mind.
They can change my mind. I just like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because I have an American accent doesn't make me an Pulisic stan, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I want Pulisic out for a while. But all right. Yeah, don't be abusing the mod privileges for these mods. All right, let's continue.
There's no wing back system. Reece James and Cucurella haven't got that freedom, that license to bomb it up and forward because you'll expose Thiago Silva and Chalobah. And then on top of that, you got a slow Loftus-Cheek, you got a slow Jorginho, and you got a Gallagher running around trying to recover, overworking, trying too hard. So already you're overexposed in the midfield. Your defense would be exposed and was exposed, and the whole balance of the team wasn't there. That's why.
The moment Mason came off, we were a lot more quicker. Cucurella got a lot more involved on the left-hand side. He had license to bomb more forward.
Why are you bringing up Cucurella on the left-hand side when Mason Mount was playing on the right-hand side? What logic is that, geezer? Tell me.
All of a sudden, we saw players coming more inside. There was a little bit more of a link-up happening both on the left and the right-hand side. Everything just looked a lot more mobile. For that first 15, 20 minutes of the second half, I was looking at this and going, I'm actually not scared now.
Because the gaffer put us in our normal formation, mate. That's why.
But like, even in our normal formation, we haven't been looking good. In our normal formation, we lost against Leeds, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we did 4 in the back for a little. No, we did 4 in the back in the second half because we were behind already.
Yeah, we were behind. Yeah, we changed it 3 in midfield. Yeah.
So I mean, going back to our 3 in the back isn't why we did better. We've looked terrible in any formation. The players haven't been up to par.
No.
So I don't know why he keeps bringing back up like, oh, it's because we did great because we went 3 in the back again. Like, mate, this isn't how it works.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with Mason Mount. So what's the agenda here?
No agenda.
We actually look like we know what we're doing now. We're in attack. This is great. Cucurella
So you're trying to have a dig when we've got Mason Mount in our attack. We don't know what we're doing. Is that what you're actually trying to say, geezer?
No, but you could interpret it that way. He hasn't actually. Younes technically has not necessarily said anything bad about Mason yet. It's kind of Johnny assuming, I guess, because he's so used to defending Mason that anything that may lead to a criticism of Mason is probably a criticism of Mason in Johnny's eyes. So yeah, you can tell Johnny's raising his voice already, getting rattled. So let's continue.
Because that's what I'm hearing right now. That's what I'm hearing. You're trying to pinpoint that Mason Mount is the reason in the attack, but disregarding the shambles in midfield, the 3 in midfield that were an absolute shambles. No minerals there. Wait.
I hope you tell me who the 3 in midfield are, because if I recall correctly, I can speak English, I promise. If I recall correctly, Andrew, wasn't Mount playing as an 8 in that midfield 3?
In which game was this?
This is the Leicester game.
Leicester game.
It was Jorginho, Gallagher, and Mount as an 8, right?
I don't know if Mount was an 8. He was further up. Like you said, he was playing on the right. So it was like that.
Okay.
No, it was very strange. The people were going, is it a 4-3-3? Is it 4-2-2? It was like it against Southampton the other night when it was like, because it had Jorginho and RLC sitting, and then it was like a 3-2. So it's like 4, and then it was like you had Ziyech and Mount were in, and then Kai was off the left, and it was like, it was very strange. It was like no one really knew, but then Ziyech was in off the right, like in the first. It was very confusing. So it was like.
And to be honest, this is a little bit of a criticism on Tuchel. Our formation hasn't really been looking consistent either. It's been looking like very scattered and ununiformed, you know? But that's for another video. Let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
No fluidity, no quick transitions, all slow and lethargic. But you want to pinpoint because Mason Mount comes off. Mason Mount was a tactical change. And the reason it's tactical, and I'll educate you, Sunshine, is that it makes us go back 3 and he brought on Dave. That's it.
Wait. Wait.
Ah,
Okay, this is where it starts, guys. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that we can't go back 3 if Mason's on the pitch? Is that what he's saying? Is that what he's saying? Did I understand that correctly? Chat, let me know.
yeah, let us know if you think that. Are we saying what? Sorry, are we saying generational baller can't? We can what? Wait, so we can't go. See what I mean?
I'm confused too. I'm confused too.
I don't understand this. I thought and this isn't against Mount, by the way. This is against Mount stands, like Johnny used. It's like this is where they try and do like ridiculous mental arithmetic to try and persuade themselves what they're saying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very weird. It's like you're trying to explain to someone 2 + 2 = 5. Do you know what I mean? It's just not logical.
Yeah.
And that's what we get. That's what we get. It's feelings over facts again.
Yeah.
Facts again. And I know I display that sometimes as well. Probably all do.
And listen, like Johnny, you realize too, like he could have taken off Havertz and left Mount on because they're playing relatively the same position, just on opposite ends, and there's only 10 men, so Mount could have taken up any position, the left cam or the right cam, or that I don't understand your logic here, Minerals. Let's continue.
Went from a back 4 to a back 3. Because he's one man down, he's got the option to do that. Because who are you going to play in that front line? All the other players that are options. Hudson-Odoi, he's leaving the club. Hakim Ziyech leaving the club. There's no Lukaku and Timo Werner unless you would like to bring them back. And then you've got Pulisic, who's an unhappy Pulisic. Who else are you going to play? You want the gaffer to play Pulisic? No problem. Let's see if the same agenda's for Pulisic like this.
And Sterling, those combinations, they were nowhere to be seen in the first half. Why? Because Mason was in the middle of it.
Wow, because Mason's in the middle of it. Do you know how many times Mason Mount was on the far right? Because we didn't have the wing back width. He was trying to stretch them. Yeah. So where are you going that Mason's in the middle of it, fella? What are you trying to say here? Yeah. You're trying to come out and blame Mason Mount for the lack of fluidity and link-up play. How many times did Sterling lose that ball in the first half?
How many times did Mason Mount lose that ball? Like, what are we on about? Like, Sterling loses the ball, but I mean, at least he wins dribbles and does more to compensate for it. But Mason, he'll try to do a back flick fancy pass when we're losing 2-1 to Southampton when it's unnecessary. So what are we on about? Like, did you count how many times Mason lost the ball? Or how about Havertz? Did you count how many times Havertz lost the ball? So it is what it is. Jeremy, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad that you believe that I should be quiet because you think so and not be allowed to have any opinions or criticism on things that may not be going right for the club. So I'm glad your genius is here to guide me as I continue to criticize this clown right here.
Yeah.
How many times? Countless times he lost the ball. What about Cucurella? What about Gallagher and Jorginho? What about Loftus-Cheek? But we want to blame Mason Mount.
Wait. So you think that Cucurella, Loftus-Cheek, and all the other players have more to put on more burden on their shoulders for why we lost the game than Mason? Even though Cucurella got us an assist that game?
That's what I mean. You're talking. I try and
like
these player stats.
Where's the logic? Should I just continue?
Hang on. What's this? Marshall
Minerals. Okay. Ever in a long.
Which is the highest ever. It's not a long time, Marshall. I wish I was a mod for Minerals FC and not here. My official transfer request. Are you a mod here?
Are you a mod here? I mean, if you don't want to be a mod, I could take the mod away. I don't mind.
Okay,
That's
that's
right.
fine. But you took time. It's very strange. You took time still to be here and make comments.
This
Do you not see
man.
the flaw? Do you not see the flaw in your?
Listen. Sometimes our people, or the people who tune into this channel, like to tune in because they want to see logical based and some humorous things from time to time when it comes to Chelsea. We don't want to go and watch someone make a fool of himself.
Yeah.
Hence, if you want to go and watch someone make a fool of himself, then you can watch Rory or you can watch Minerals FC. But transfer requests, granted, someone can unmod them, or I don't know, whoever. I'll unmod you later.
Free transfer. Go.
Free transfer.
Free transfer, bro. That's right. But yet you're here. So who owns you, Rent?
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
You know what, Kaijiro?
Let's go backstage then, yeah? We'll go backstage.
Yeah, say it to my face. Let's go backstage.
It's like a little bit of a cancel culture going on here. If I'm seeing things right, yeah?
Cancel culture, what?
I don't know what's wrong with Mason, but this season so far, he's been a disaster.
We've played 4 games. 4 games. The first game at Goodison Park, we scruffed it out. None of us we're not balanced. We weren't playing well. We had no match fitness coming from America, and we won the game at Goodison. But everyone wanted to add their 10 pence to it. Yeah. After that, we play Spurs. Completely nullify them. Completely play them off the park. Yeah, and we got robbed. Then we go to Leeds, and we have an injury. No Kovacic, no Kante. You throw Gallagher in the double six, who's not played there in the Premier League game in his full debut, and you're going to blame Mason Mount not being very good. Not being very good. Where was the quick transitions of play when you have Kante and Kovacic? They're not there.
Well, where was Mount to do that? And again, I go back to this, like, we've had games where our midfield wasn't good, but our attack stepped up. And Mason, there's been games where Mason has brought us back into the game. Not for this game.
You're right.
For that Leeds game, our attack was completely gone. Texas Blue, I appreciate you. Our attack was completely gone. So it's just...
All day, every day, Texas Blue. All day, every day. All day.
Every day. Appreciate it. I don't know. I mean, look, it's like, I get it. Like, some of the things he says is right, but then he just ruins it with this delusion on Mason and not wanting to criticize Mason at all. And like, I know recently he's been really into Kai Havertz, so I'm curious to see how defensive of Kai Havertz he is, if it's as defensive as Mason. Maybe Kai Havertz's dad retweeted him.
Gallagher doesn't give you that. He was off the mark. Jorginho gets exposed. Our midfield gets overrun. And we were pressed relentlessly by Leeds. And that's how we lost the game. Yeah? Other than the red card from Koulibaly later on in the game. All right? And then we go into this game against Leicester. The whole first half, where was the possession-based football? Where was the quick transitions? Not there again. Even worse, with a back 4. And you have the audacity to come out and say, because Mason Mount was in the middle of it, that's why we lack fluidity. That is absolute bangers and mash waffle, son.
A disaster.
Hang on.
Slow,
He's right.
lethargic.
He's right about the first half. It's been like that for most of the season. He's absolutely right. It's been like that for most of the season. Bare, maybe a bar in Tottenham. He's absolutely right. When Johnny talks about other things that aren't Mount related, he makes sense. Okay? But I think Younes is just saying it's and a lot of people have said it, we played better when Mount came off against Leicester. It was proven we played better. And we did play better. It's just
we scored 2 goals.
We scored 2 goals. You just have to accept that fact. We saw it. It's an actual fact. We played better when he was out there. When he wasn't out there. It's just I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand or take this. We actually saw it on the pitch. We played better. Now, does that mean that Mount is now he's done for or something like that? No. It just means that for that game, we played better. And for the entirety of this season so far, he's been very poor.
Yeah.
People just don't accept that.
Yeah. But I mean, everything you said went through one ear and out the other because I'm an American and I don't understand football. I'm sorry, soccer. Yeah, I don't understand. But I mean, what do I know? Right? I'm an American.
You got Chris
Fucking dumbasses in chat. All right, let's continue.
Doesn't know what decision to make. Loses the ball way too many times.
How can he lose the ball too many times when he didn't even get the ball? Do you know?
Can I just ask? Can I just say?
Yeah.
Everyone knows who Younes is, right? He's a fairly
Yeah.
He's a fairly he's not like one of these people that would just like randomly rant or like scapegoat someone or as a player stand. He doesn't really do, he does reaction videos and stuff like that.
He's been doing this for a long time.
For a while. He's one of the OGs of the Chelsea community. Okay, he's been doing it for a long time. He's not just popped up and started, backing a player randomly and then start ranting and stuff like that. He actually he has a good point. You know what I mean? People actually seek him out and get him on their shows for his points, and it comes across. But when you're talking to Nick Blue was there. So Nick Blue said, I was there and all the fans around me wanted Mount off against Leicester. 100% about Mount analysis, not the American. Yeah, exactly. So bringing up Marshall's American. Well, Marshall has an American accent. Are you actually American, Marshall?
Maybe.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm Moroccan Senegalese with an American accent.
Football is
a
world game. Okay, stop being narrow-minded on your little island. Otherwise, why would you be back in Chelsea, who sign a lot of foreign players? Do you know what I mean? Who have a foreign ownership and a foreign manager. Let's get off the island. It's a multicultural, multilingual game. Okay, let's just get off that. But when you explain to Johnny, people like Johnny and other player stands, because it's not just Johnny's other player stands. It's like you're It's like when you have the stereotypical teenage girl who likes a band. Yeah, you criticize the band, they'll go after you. So what you criticize anyone's favorite TV show, they'll go after you. Favorite actor, stuff like that. Anything's favorite, okay? It just happens. They don't see sense. And you know what? When he doesn't, like I said before, when he doesn't speak about Mount, he actually makes good points.
Yeah. Of course, there's no denying that one at all. All right, let's continue.
No, in that first half, Mason Mount hardly got that ball in the first half. Hardly got it.
Yeah, because he was stagnant. Didn't really show up for the ball, and every time he got the ball, he actually lost possession. I'm looking at the possession stats right now for Mason Mount as we watch this.
Do you know why? Because the midfield three take too many touches, go sideways, no outlets, no wing backs, backwards, forwards, sideways. Where's the transition? Where's the ball's out? And when it goes out to Sterling, he loses the ball. But you don't want to pinpoint that because the geezer scored 2 goals. And fair play to Sterling, he bagged the 2 goals, yeah?
Wait, so you want to be critical of Sterling, even though Sterling was the one that got the 2 goals for us in that game? Did more than Mason Mount, but yet he deserves more criticism than Mason. What are you on about, Johnny? What are you on about? You guys listen to this guy? Well, I get why you listen to him, because he's funny. All right, let's continue.
In our natural, comfortable position of 3 at the back, wing back system, all right? But we weren't playing that in the first half. So you've isolated Mason Mount. So what impact do you expect to get out of the game? Tell me. I'd love to know, but you want to blame Mace. Let's go.
Times holds others back, it seems.
He's holding others back. Are you taking the absolute fucking piss? You are.
He can't finish this thing.
He can't go to 4 seconds. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Every word, every 3 words, something. You're still on about Mason Mount. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This man is rattled. Okay, let's continue.
You're taking the piss, mate. You're trying to tell me our player of the season for the last 2 years, arguably our best player for the last 3 years, is holding our team back. But you want to disregard the midfield. You want to disregard the back 4 in that first half. That's how I know you don't know ball, son. You clearly...
This guy's been doing it for 10 years, give or take. You really want to accuse him of not knowing ball? If he didn't know ball, why do you think so many people subscribe to him? He has over 100,000 subscribers, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So anyone that follows him also doesn't know ball? Like, is that what we're saying?
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently. Okay. Apparently no one. Apparently a good chunk of the fan base doesn't know ball. Well, that actually might be a little true. Apparently 3/4 of the fan base that listen to Younes does not know ball.
Yeah.
Younes breathe. Oh, look, he's disrespecting Mount. He doesn't know ball. Oh, let's continue.
You don't. You want to get these clicks right now. You want to impress all the little hipsters.
Mate, now I can't continue without pausing on him. He doesn't need to be clickbaity to get clicks. He's Younes Knows Football, or Younes Talks Football. He also knows football. He's one of the biggest channels in Chelsea football. A lot of people go to him for Chelsea news and Chelsea reviews and analysis. He doesn't need to make clickbaity shit. You need to make clickbaity shit by saying, "Oh, Minerals FC exposes Younes Mount No Show." You're the one being clickbaity, guy.
And we might be accused of doing the same thing, and that's fine. If you want to accuse us of being clickbait, that's fine. But we would,
fine.
Marshall's been asked to react to this video like we are for the Rory videos, and like we are.
Listen, we have a community here. They have a say in how we go about doing commentary and content on the channel. And I will say, if you want to be a part of the community, join our Discord down below. Link in the description. Let's continue.
Or if you want us to react to other videos, let us know who to react to. It doesn't have to. You know what? It doesn't have to be Chelsea content.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Chelsea related. If you want to bring me like a hilarious expressions video, I would love that.
I would love
expressions is great. Yeah. All right, let's continue.
There's all the Mason Mount haters. You want to get them on board, don't you? That's what you're doing right now. So let's keep it rolling. Let me hear what garbage you got to spit.
Yeah, I know it's going to be a hard one for some people to take because Mason is the poster boy, isn't he?
Oh, so we're handing up this poster boy business. Did you know, fella, that the poster boy term is from all the Mason Mount haters? That's what they say. And you're saying poster boy. Do you know what that looks like, my son? That
literally looks like what you do for Mason Mount all the time. I feel like he's even said like, "Oh, Mason's got the minerals. He's a poster boy for the club." Like, I feel like he even says that. I don't think saying someone's the poster boy for the club is really like a derogatory term, is it?
No.
I feel like that's a positive thing.
JT was a poster boy, or for Lampard or something like that.
Lampard, JT, Drogba, they were Hazard. Exactly, Hazard's the perfect example. He was the poster boy for Chelsea. At the time that I was, disconnected from Chelsea, even I knew who Hazard was. He was the poster boy for Chelsea in all those years. Does that mean it's like what the haters put out? No, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And you know what? I would say like Mount is the poster boy of Chelsea. People really like Mount. He has a huge following. Handsome young fella. Again, he has been player of the year, despite me disagreeing 2 years in a row. But he rightfully so. Yeah, he's the poster boy of the club. I don't say that because I'm a hater. I just say because he's the one that people like the most and has actually been there for a lot of important games.
But Chris, Younes is more on his own channel. It's more like he doesn't really do live shows. He does like like Kafka's View does a bit.
Reactions, commentary stuff like that. Yeah,
he'll usually go on other channels like Man Knows Football. He's on with Matisse a lot, stuff like that.
Here we go. We have company. Ahmed, my friend. Let's go ahead and add him. And 8 out of 10 window for me. But how you doing, Ahmed?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you guys? You all right?
We're trying to keep our composure.
Kept it very well.
I think we're doing pretty good about keeping our composure. We have Mineral Soy Boys in the chat, but like other than that, we're good.
Oh my god.
Let's continue now that Ahmed is here.
Looks like you want to feed into that. That looks like you want to feed into the Mason Mount haters. That whole campaign that is building so strongly right now. You want to get into that. Yeah? You want to gain that respect. You want to get the more clicks. with that whole narrative on the platform. It's piss poor. Shows your focus is on people pleasing. But telling people what they're all trying to say and trying to blame Mason Mount instead of backing your best player for the last 2 years by far. Best GA, first in everything when it comes to the way Chelsea play. Tuchel's most important player, the player who always plays. And you're trying to say that we were so poor in that first half because of Mason Mount. The agenda stinks.
He's not saying that. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. When you get this is what I mean. I know Johnny's not a stupid man, okay? Says stupid things, but I know he's not a stupid man, okay? Very astute. He's got this great gimmick which he's latched onto, minerals, which by the way, minerals has been said well before Johnny said it. You know, let's have it right. That's been said before Johnny said it. But it's like, do you really think Younes, like you said, has got over 100,000 views, has been doing this for a long time, can be bothered when he doesn't do live streams like is on his own channel and does a few here and there, really thinks about getting in with the Mason Mount haters? And we are not Mason Mount haters, by the way. Do you really think Younes thinks like that? And this is, I know you guys don't, but just generally, and I know this is where feelings over facts comes in again. You see, feelings over facts. If you criticize Mount, you're instantly a hater. And that's just wrong. That's just wrong. And, you know, it's plain to see here. Younes has hurt Johnny. Because he's hurt him. He's hurt him with his criticism of Mount. And he can't get over it. And it's just sad. He didn't say we were playing bad in the first half because of Mount. He didn't say that. He's never said it on this stream. What he said is that when he took Mount off, we played better in the second half, which is factually true. You were there, Johnny. You were there on the game. If you don't say we weren't playing better when Mount was off the pitch, then I don't know. Yeah, but anyway.
Let me share this with you guys real quick. These are the stats for Mason in that very same game that we are talking about. Minutes played 45, 0 goals and assists, obviously, 27 touches, accurate passes 75%, so 12 out of 16 accurate passes, which is okay. 1 key pass.
Oh,
so Johnny, you want to sit here and tell me that because Mason couldn't do anything because he didn't get the ball? This man had 16 passes. 16 passes, and only one of them was a key pass, which I don't know if it was a cross in the box or whatnot. But if he was able to complete 16 passes and 4 of them were intercepted, by default, 1, he lost the ball 4 times there. Okay. Second, he had the ball and couldn't do anything with it except 1 key pass. Yeah. So your argument already right here, your argument that, Mason couldn't do anything because he never got the ball is already out the window. Okay. But what do I know? I'm the American that pulls up stats and doesn't know anything about football. I mean, soccer. But let's continue reading these stats. 1 cross, 1 long ball, 1 that was completed. And then ground duels 1. He won 3 duels. 3 duels. All 45 minutes. That's how active in the game he was. 1 interception, 3 tackles. This is poor. It's piss poor performance. But
I
again,
think house at 7.1, to be honest. I'm just surprised.
I don't know either, but it is what it is. We were so bad that game. So let me go back to the video and let's continue reacting to this.
And this is pure cancel culture in full swing. Compliment.
All right, I don't even get a minute to actually cancel culture, bro. We're gonna cancel Mason Mount.
How can we cancel?
He's not gonna play. He's gonna be out of the club. What were you saying, Ahmed? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying I don't know how I can cancel someone when he's for having bad performances. Yeah, it's not even like before. This was the Leicester's game. He was playing bad for the previous 3 games as well. and that's including the window you had at Everton, the draw at Tottenham. You know, it's I don't know what I don't know, man. I feel like this Mount loving is too much, man. And it's not just for him, like it's just too much, man. I just think because Mount has divided the fan base so much, you just need to accept, it's the same with Havertz, but to a lesser extent, I would argue. But with Mount, he's divided the fan base because the people are like, oh no, Mount's okay, Mount does this, Mount does that. But at the end of the day, if we just look at performances, Mount last season wasn't great. The GNA saved him, but even last season, Mount wasn't as good as he was the previous season. It has been like a steady decline, if we're actually being honest about Mount.
Yeah.
Does he know what cancel culture means?
No.
It's a very.
Do you know what cancel culture? How would you? Let me. How would Younes be able to cancel Mount after saying he just had a bad first half? How would you get to cancel a professional footballer by saying he just had a bad first half? How does that work?
I don't know.
See, there's no logic.
He's getting cancelled, Andrew. You nonce. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Compliments of you.
A lot of people will have that personal connection to Mason and go, oh yeah, but it's Mason, and I get
Personal connection. I'll tell you what it is. When you say personal connection,
Yeah, John will be the one that tells you 100% what he means by personal connection, because that's right up his alley.
Hang on.
Okay, go.
Why did you come back and check if you're a mod if you don't care you're a mod? I don't get it. Why would you come back? I don't get it. What? Why would you come back if you didn't want to be on this channel? I don't understand. That's what. Is this a hate watch for you now, Kia Duro? Is this a hate watch? Come on. Oh no!
Stop! No!
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe it.
No.
1 second. We can still probably terminate or buy out his contract.
Wait, is the Turkish window still open?
No, they're all closed now. They're all closed because the UK is quite ahead in it compared to
Wow.
So he's in the Spanish window, so he's probably gonna have to get his contract terminated because.
He's got 2 years left though.
But remember, Forest were trying to buy his contract. They were actually gonna buy him. They were buying his contract out. So.
See, this comment right here. Younes is smart. He's not going to give a platform to this guy because he knows what he's about. And I'm the idiot that's reacting to him because, one, there's content to be done here. And two, it's not like I'm going to give him more of a platform. You guys, you mineral pilled people already love giving him a platform. And
you know what? That's why I said Johnny's very smart.
He's smart. Yeah.
That's nearly at 4K.
Look, we're complimenting Johnny right now, and you guys, you mineral pilled people, want to ignore the fact that we're complimenting him and focus on the negative.
He's tapped into something, and he's run with it. That's smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's roofied the water at Stamford Bridge.
2024. 2020. They extended it by a year. That was one of Marina's last things he did. It was one of the last things that she ever did was extend Mitchie's contract.
Oh yeah, because he has the 1+1.
Because you can't send. Apparently, you can't send someone out on loan. They've only got a year left. You have to extend it. By
oh wow!
Yeah,
that's what we have to do with Bobby Romer, by the way. But he's not already.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, you blue bastards.
Do it up, ladies and gents. Let's continue.
Connection is the real Chelsea fans, the proper Chelsea fans.
There we go.
They understand Mason Mount. They get Mason
Proper
Mount.
Chels.
Yeah. They don't call him poster boy and all this nonsense. Yeah. That's all that hipster talk.
Oh, 1 second, guys. Just on Batshuayi quickly. Apparently, Nizar said, we can't even register him to our own squad. So I don't know what is going to happen to him as well.
So he's literally getting paid for going to the gym.
He literally said, I don't think Chelsea will be able to register Batshuayi as the squad list seems to be full of Michael Creation. 17 non-HD quota will be met after Aubameyang and Zakaria are added. He could be caught in limbo.
Yeah, that's
so
damn.
So that's why I'm saying it's more than likely probably what's gonna happen is some sort of mutual contract termination where we might have to give him like an extra mil or two, but
Wow.
because otherwise he can't play at all.
Yikes! That'd be really sad if he couldn't.
Simon
I'd feel bad for him. I'd
Simon
feel bad for
Phillips
him.
is quoting Fabrizio Romano saying Aubameyang is done. He's a Chelsea player. Just be officially announced. They'll do the photos and
They
whatever.
probably do all that
Nothing
nonsense
on
tomorrow.
Zachariah yet.
They probably announce that stuff for tomorrow. No,
Well, I know what I said to Marshall. That's your name. I said to Marshall that as long as they put something like intention to sign or something like that before the window shuts, like paperwork, then they can announce deals after the windows shut. So
they get
as long
an
as
extra
they've got-
hour to finish them off.
yeah,
I'm pretty
exactly.
sure.
And I know he had his
Medical?
insurance in, didn't he?
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's continue, boys.
At your gob at the minute. But you see, they get him, they understand him, they value him,
yeah,
they respect him.
yeah,
He's delivered at a football club.
yeah.
So I don't know where you're going, fella.
Get that because he's a nice lad.
Well, if you let him
He's from
talk,
Cobham,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's blue, and we know
Yeah.
the whole
Well, I don't
shebang
think you.
with
I
Mason
don't
and
think
some-
you do know. I don't.
but he just said it, so he does know. He just said it. But I don't think you know, even though you just said you know, and
can tell-
I agree
you
to
can
everything you said.
Marshall, you could tell. You might not watch it, but you could tell Johnny never watched Younes's video before he done this, so that's why he's reacting like this. So he
Yeah.
just said something, and then Younes literally said it 2 seconds later that he does.
He's definitely just doing a live read. He's doing like a live read.
Yeah.
I don't think you do know, because if you do know, you wouldn't be blaming Mason Mount for our first half. You wouldn't be blaming Mason Mount for the way we're playing as a team. You'd be looking at the structure of the team. You'd be looking at the player selection. You'd be looking at the gaffer's limited options in that team selection. But you're not. You want to please all the Mason Mount haters. You want them on board. You want to grow your channel bigger. I get all that. I get.
What?
Oh my
Bro.
God.
He has over 100,000 subscribers. I don't think he needs your advice on how to grow his channel. Okay, bro. Humble yourself, Johnny.
He doesn't do live shows. He doesn't do calling shows. He does reaction videos to matches and transfers and stuff like that.
My man does fucking Reddit Mondays. He just reacts to his Reddit threads like he's a proper YouTuber. Like, oh my.
96K. This is between you and Johnny and this guy. So and Younes, sorry. It's just I don't know. I don't think you need to tell him how to do his job. That's what I'm just gonna say.
You don't need to. There's a reason you're reacting to him, and he's not reacting to you, but we move.
All the clickbait. I understand it all. Everyone loves to clickbait. You see, when they bring up Mason Mount's name,
You especially.
oh, he's a no-show, he ghosted, he's not, he needs to be dropped, blah, 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 blah. All that does is feed into negativity. All it does is show that you're not backing the player, and you're part of that whole campaign, right? There's no positivity. There's no understanding or context. It's just pure, let's just come at Mason Mount. Isn't it, Younes? Yeah?
And some of the academy lads, especially Mason, as I've said, he's basically like the face of Chelsea Football Club now. Because
Yeah, he is. He's going to be
way
future captain as well, fella. What are you going to say about that?
I don't know
Say
about that
about
one. JT saying different. I don't know.
I mean, I don't disagree with Johnny when he says that. It's not. Look, it's not my choice, but considering he's one of the most consistently fit, consistently playing players, and he's proper Chels, he'll be up for consideration at captaincy, and I hope Reece is too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
that he's brought up through into the team and what he's managed to accomplish.
Yeah.
Got to be
Those
honest.
Champions League you celebrating, all the great performances, all those wonderful goals he scored, the highest assist, the highest goal contributions, the highest progressions into the final third and carries of the ball, our best set piece taker. Everything runs through Minnell's Mount, but apparently, in your words, because Mason Mount was in the middle, it hindered us, it stopped us. That's why we were so poor in the first half. You absolute waffle merchant, son.
One second. We need to talk about the set piece situation.
Yeah.
Now, has only scored, if I remember, it was the end of the UCL. I think it was one of the final days, the first season under Tuchel. Wasn't that the only time he scored a free kick in the Premier League?
No, he scored no-ups against Wolves in Frank's first season, the last day, if you remember. So
Yeah, oh yeah, it's something like that's, I thought it was Tuchel.
No, it's Frank, I think. I can't.
Yeah, it's Frank. It's Frank's last day.
Did he score another free kick? I know he scored a few penalties. A couple
No,
of
it was
penalties.
COVID, didn't it? It was because I remember it was a COVID.
Well,
it was
he
COVID,
still
yeah.
scored them, but the thing is, you're right. When it comes to the set pieces, and this is not. That's Tuchel again. Needs to take him off the corners because absolutely terrible.
Yes.
Can't get over the first man. The first man. This is. I mean, listen, man. We need to be honest about Mount and set pieces. Yeah, should not be together. Okay, that's what we need to tell them, right?
Yeah, Emery's right. Listen, this season he's been terrible in every single bit that he was good.
He's in really bad
season.
form.
And you know what? How that was last season, bro. We didn't win. We won 2 trophies, but we ended the season disappointingly. We started it disappointingly, and he's part of that. And you can't just ride on the coattails of winning Champions League 18 months ago and stuff like that. What's happened? What have you done for me lately? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
In terms of off the pitch, in terms of being the face, the poster boy.
Yeah, you're naming all these things, right? Poster boy again. That's 3 times said poster boy. It's like coming natural to you. You obviously think that he's a poster boy.
Minerals.
You don't look at his footballing abilities. You're
Minerals.
not talking about anything that's football related. You're talking about all PR and terms that the haters use. That's what you're doing right
Let's
now.
have it right. Generational.
If you let him talk, maybe he'll talk about the footballing aspect. He's trying to show you, or not you in particular, Johnny. He's trying to show the fans and the viewers why he gets this whole proper Chels Mason Mount backing. I'm just saying.
Which is
thank
adding
you, Jose.
more fuel.
Say that again, Andrew.
No, Jose just confirmed. Yeah, I've signed a contract statement. Let us
He
know.
signed a ting.
Yeah, let us know about anything about Zachariah if we don't see it before we finish today. So
Yes, please.
Is popular.
What's it got to do with
he's
his
got
looks?
the whole package in that aspect, and fair play to him. He uses it very well.
It's got nothing to do with that. What he does off the pitch is irrelevant. Do you know, Mason Mount, all he cares about is what he does on the pitch. It's about football to him. All the other stuff is
press
just part and
pause.
parcel.
Press pause.
Jack, he won't have us on.
Jack,
he won't even come on here.
Jack. He won't. Jack. The reason he doesn't go on Lewis's stream anymore because he won't go on with me, Alex, the Russian guy, or Scott.
Yeah, he blocked me. I barely talked to him.
When I had the incident with Johnny, I apologized to him publicly on the stream and to Lewis publicly on Twitter and privately on Twitter. Johnny doesn't have the minerals to actually debate any of us. Okay, he doesn't have the minerals because what he doesn't like is when people answer back. Because if you notice on those streams with Lewis, when he's losing the argument, he will shout.
He deflects
start
and shouts.
swearing, and then he offers violence to meet people at Stamford Bridge and try and fight them. So
like this.
Let's go backstage then, yeah? We'll go backstage.
Yeah, we'll go backstage. So if he's actually got the minerals, he could do it. But he doesn't want to because he doesn't have the minerals. So,
Jack, I'm surprised you don't know this. Like, I guess we've known Johnny longer than Jack's known Johnny. So you should know this.
Jack again. He does, Jack.
He gets personal way before.
People did get personal. I did, and I apologized.
Yes.
And he gets personal with people all the time, and no one brings him up on it. Also, Jack, do you think it's right that he offers violence to people when he's losing an argument on stream? Do you think that's right, Jack? And once again, I thank you that you're back. You're welcome here all the time, Jack.
Yeah, okay? You're always welcome here.
I've watched the Carefree Lewis streams when he's been on. He just goes on and on and on, and no one can come back at him. I've seen these.
And that's the other thing too. Like, unless it's me with this powerful mic, he overpowers everyone and just doesn't let people talk. You can't have a debate if you don't let the other person talk. And Johnny does not like to let people talk. So,
yeah,
it is what it is.
But you guys have seen the
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
I was going to say,
listen, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
If you've seen, like, there was another one where he was talking to even Lewis and Matisse recently.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Those guys couldn't even get a word in. So how do you expect any of us really to even speak of him on a normal basis?
Listen, Jack.
Yes.
Jack, when we do, because we do call-in shows sometimes, and if you're about, when the link's out, just come on, even if you don't agree with us. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Come on and agree with
us. I like, and Andrew said this before, I actually like talking to people who have an opposite opinion of me because I get to learn their side of it and understand it, and maybe I get to change my perspective. I think it's more entertaining too. Like,
It's
yeah,
more entertaining. I mean, we don't agree with each other on here. I like it when we don't
Yeah,
agree
no.
with each other.
yeah, I
more fun.
appreciate it.
But Jack,
Yeah.
you're welcome, man. You're not going to get...
Yeah.
And also, if anyone reaches out to British Patriot, he shouldn't have been, and anyone knows this, he shouldn't have been put in timeout. He didn't say anything offensive at all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He's welcome back, even though he...
If he's blocked, I'll check later and
I don't
unblock
think
him.
he is blocked. But listen, reach out to him. Just say we didn't listen. None of us did it. A mod did, and I know what the mod was doing. He was being overprotective, and we do appreciate that. But
Yeah, we
he wasn't
appreciate
doing
it.
British Patriot didn't say anything.
He didn't
to
mean
get himself
malice.
triggered, so he's
Yeah,
welcome
yeah.
back as well. So you know.
All right, let's continue, boys.
Being a footballer, you're going to name that with Kai Havertz and all these other Reece James and all other footballers about all this nonsense? No, but you want to do it with Mason Mount.
But on the pitch, when you have quality like Sterling and Cucurella that we've implemented into the team, and then you see the moment you
Left-hand
take
side.
Mason off, all of a sudden they look like they've been playing together for years.
Yeah, but
Kennedy's
they're on the
signed,
left-hand
by the way,
side,
too.
Younes, mate.
Say that again, Ahmed?
Kennedy's officially gone. He's
Oh,
signed
wow, Kennedy's gone.
Wow, nice.
There you
Royal
go.
Valladolid.
Congratulations, Kennedy. All right, let's continue.
They look like they've been playing together for years.
Yeah, but they're on the left-hand side, Younes, mate. Where are you going with this?
Let him go,
Do you
and
not
you'll know
understand
where
that
he's
Mason
going.
Mount's on the right-hand side?
He wasn't.
Obviously
he
not.
played in the E in that game. Oh no, he wasn't actually playing the three. My bad. That was my
Well,
bad.
the thing is, like, our front three is always very fluid, right? So, like, Mason will be on the right-hand side 1 minute, and the next minute, Kai and Mason will swap, and Mason will go on the left, and so on and so forth. So, like, you know, Johnny should know this. Mason's all over the pitch. But, you know, we want to, you know, say that Mason wasn't involved, and whatever.
Cucurella and Sterling were on the left-hand side. So what argument is that? Why don't you talk about Reece James and Mason Mount instead, and the lovely connection in the first half between Reece James and Loftus-Cheek? Let's have it right. There was no fucking connection. So I don't know what you're talking about.
But then, Johnny, explain to me, why is it that the connection on the left-hand side was more fluid and present once Mason was taken off, if Dave plays right back?
Unironically, Havertz and Reece James were having a better connection than he
Yeah.
was with Mount.
Yeah, Havertz and Cucurella, and Havertz looked great in that second half, despite what people may think. People say he looked okay. I thought he looked like his old self, but then, you know, he played the next game and he looked terrible again. But that we move.
Yeah, man.
You got to address it. I'm addressing it. I'm a little bit worried now, and I've said this because I said Havertz and Mason Mount both needed to be dropped.
Oh, really? They both need to be dropped. Dropped for who, Younes? Tell me.
Pulisic, Ziyech, I don't know, anything that could be better.
How about you let Younes explain?
That too. That too.
Unironically, yeah. Might disagree with Johnny on this one, but I'll double check what Younes says there. But I just think, yeah, replacing Havertz and Mount with Ziyech and Pulisic, yeah, especially two people who we've now kept, who also want to leave. I don't know if we can get any better. Do you know what I mean? Necessarily, and we saw that.
Look, I get where you're coming from. I don't like the idea of having to play Pulisic or Ziyech because they want to leave, and I get like what people say about playing Mason and Kai because they at least want to stay. Like I get it. But the thing is, the form is so bad that at least Ziyech and Pulisic are being professional about it. And again, when Ziyech played versus Mason, when Ziyech came in against what team was it? He got subbed on.
Leeds.
Was it Leeds? When Ziyech came on that game, he did more than Mason and Havertz did in the entirety of the game. And he came on as a sub. He had two clear goal scoring opportunities. So like, even though he doesn't want to be here, the quality is still there and he's being professional about it and he still wants to play. You know, like I respect that. I respect that about Ziyech. But let's continue, boys.
Tell me who you're going to drop him for. Who are you going to play? You're going to play a half-fit Broja, yeah? You're going to play Pulisic because he's your only option. And you have Pulisic, Broja, and Sterling. Is that where you're going with it? With a midfield three of Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, and Jorginho? What are you on about, Geezer? Where is your ball knowledge? Shocking.
Whoa.
And they
That's
won.
too much. Man.
Havertz somehow lasted 90 today. Despite, I'll be fair to Havertz,
that's
in the
nice of
last
you.
20, 25 minutes, he got a lot more involved despite not getting
Got
the
a
goal.
lot more involved. Wow. That
did.
kid, I'd love to know his kilometres. He was all over the pitch. He was drawing fouls, relieving all his teammates. He was pressing relentlessly. He was.
Wait, why is he criticizing that? That's exactly what Younes said. He got a lot more involved.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He doesn't listen. See what I mean?
What? All right.
Was out back in defence, headering out set pieces, helping his teammates, his defence. He was trying to link up the play. The second goal was his ball carry and his pass to Cucurella, which led to the Sterling goal from the Reece James assist.
Yeah.
Havertz did his job.
Yeah, no, you're
So
right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Younes just said that.
Yeah.
Younes just said that.
Yeah, he was a lot more involved in the game.
He was more involved. Give him credit. He was more involved.
Yeah, that's why I said I think Havertz looked like his old self. He was involved in the goal for Cucurella's assist and the same one for Reece.
I convinced Johnny heard you to say, "Oh, Kai wasn't even involved today." That's what he said. That's what he said.
It's just like the translator, like the language translator, and his brain is broken, and it's just like he interpreted the words wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, minerals.
Well, you're one of these that wants to drop Havertz. Everyone wants to drop Mount and Havertz, our two best players in our front position.
Thank you very much.
What? Our best players.
Thank you, Chris.
Our best players. Thank you, Chris. Our best players. What makes you say that, Johnny? Why are they our best players? What stats do you have to show that they are our best attackers or players even?
UCL final.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Right.
it.
It literally.
The generational.
Well, you can't even say that up like Sterling. Sterling's one of our best players on the pitch.
Honestly,
But you don't want to.
No,
That's what I mean, Taha. Does he not know Sterling exists? He's on 3 goals right now.
Oh, so we terminated Alonso's contract. Okay, nice.
Oh wow! So we got no money out of it. Oh well.
We just
As long as he's gone.
Yeah.
We just paid 6.5 mil. What
All right,
did
let's
he say?
continue.
I called it MH.
called you Ma. Yeah, called you Matisse, essentially. Yeah.
That's all right, man. No problem.
That deliver for our football club. This is what I'm saying, man. Stinky agenda, mate.
But he got a bit more involved than
A little bit more. You're so passionate, Geezer. You're so positive. You're so you've got your hands like this, congratulating your teammates, really showing what it meant. That win was a massive win in the circumstances. Yeah. Where's the gratitude? They earned their stripes in that game. That was mentality minerals in that game. If you want to throw your 10 pence, I thought Mount and Havertz should be dropped. Yeah.
Mentality minerals.
Am I satisfied? No, but
You're
there
not
was something,
satisfied.
At least at times before that, he looked like a passenger.
Right.
But I said that both of them should have been dropped. So the moment I see Mason come off,
See, the whole drop in Havertz and Mount agenda is what all these numpties are doing on their platforms. They love to spread it. They're in this massive cesspool at the minute where they want to force this sort of agenda of let's drop our 2 players that are desperate to play at our football club, that want to play at our football club, that have delivered at our football club. When we play our best football, funny enough, they are in the team, right? Especially
season?
Mason Mount. Yeah.
What about this season? Playing best football in the last team?
Even Mount, bro. Like,
What about the end of last season? What about the end of last season when they're both in the team? Playing our best? No.
Mount last season in the beginning was the same as he was playing right now. Like I don't know if people have forgotten last season. Mount was not playing good last season. In the beginning, if I remember correctly, he was like over. He'd been like over. I think that's after. Wasn't that after the Euros? It was. He was looking washed as well. I don't know why. We're lying to ourselves here. Honestly.
Chris, he's only really just started reacting to other people. Like,
Yeah.
think he did the kickoff. I think first, and then
He did a kickoff one too.
Younes,
Yeah.
and he's done a couple of Rory videos. So nice to see
Rory.
he's following in.
I can't believe you're falling for Rory with this. I genuinely just don't look at his videos.
We can't speak about it. You're right. It's only been 5 games, and what any other games
Brexit
at the
Bruno.
last season.
Yeah.
Right, let me continue.
Exactly, they're paid footballers. It's their job. The
I've
gratitude's
seen
exactly.
Willian-
He said
I've
it. The
seen
gratitude's
Willian-
in the paycheck. That's what it should be. Yeah, the gratitude's there. How about that?
I saw
How about the
Willian
gratitude for?
today,
How about the
man.
gratitude? Listen, Johnny, have you ever thought? How about they show you gratitude when you pay for your season ticket or your ticket when you go there, when you travel there and spend whatever on drink and food there around there? How about they show gratitude to you, Johnny, by playing well?
Exactly.
How about they show gratitude like that? Okay, now.
Fair play.
And you want to drop them for players that don't want to be at our football club and players that are not match fit already. So what is that? Is that what you want? So we're even worse?
Mate.
Is that done as well? Dennis Zakaria done. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay,
Mate.
thank you very much, Jose.
What is your thoughts, Zachariah? I already know what you think, Winter, but what about you, Marshall?
I said yesterday that it would be an 8 out of 10 window for me if we get Oba and a DM. And I say that because I know the DM isn't going to be our first choice. We were linked with Zachariah a while ago, and when he was in Mönchengladbach, he wasn't bad. Juve probably doesn't fit him. We'll see what happens. Maybe Tuchel gets something out of him. So I'm not, for a loan, I can't complain. I think it's good. For a loan, I think it's good.
The only worry that I have here is that, and I said this to Winter on Twitter, is just that he's only played 9 games at Juve, and I think the rest of it he was actually injured, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yeah.
that is the
But he
obvious
did play. What's misleading is before he went to Juve in January, he had played like 24.
Oh, okay.
So
But
it's like one of those. It's like he only played 9 games. He did play 24.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time Kante played 24? Like probably in
I
like 10
don't-
games in a row or something like that.
Look, I just don't want us here to be in a position where we're spinning
Yes.
hospital beds between Kante, Kovacic, and then Zachariah. Where one's injured, okay, bring the other one in. Oh, he's injured now. Which one is available next? I don't want that to happen.
Prime, this is a lengthy video, so I do want to keep the panel somewhat this size so we can get through it. But next time, I think I got you, brother. All right.
Is that the way you
And by the way, there will be a next time very, very soon, actually. So just hit that bell notification. Don't miss it.
want to go with it? Because it seems that way. Or you're trying to make demands to the gaffer that he's got to do it. What is it?
And I see the way that Chelsea start playing, I feel vindicated. I'm like, well, you see? And that's a conversation we...
Yeah, you see, because we played a back 3, but you lot want the back 4. And we got...
Wait. Hold on. Younes has... What the... Wait, hold on. This is what... Johnny, you clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, anyone here who watches Younes, I watch Younes... I watch every single Younes video, okay? Every single time he does his starting 11 predictions, every single time it's been a back 3. Every single time. So how are you going to say that he's trying to promote a back 4? Go watch his videos if you don't believe me. Go watch the videos. Go watch the previews to every game. Go watch the preview to tomorrow's game or Saturday's game. I bet you he's going to say we're going to do a back 3.
Yeah.
I bet you.
Well, yeah, he will.
I bet you my minerals.
Got Fofana back. Stuff like, got Fofana in. Reece will probably be back. Zachariah now, with Aubameyang,
Yeah, my name is going to be available only after the Nation League, isn't it?
But the proof within this that he's, first of all, he didn't watch this video before doing it.
Yeah, we could tell.
And he's never watched Younes.
Let's continue.
Half. And we were shocking in the first half. With 11 men.
Yep.
With the 10 men, we just about hung on. Credit to all the players that held the ball and kept possession so that they don't hit us. and we can get into half time because our gaffer's not in the dugout, and he can go in half time, tweak the system. He didn't have to change Pulisic or anything like that, bring on another attacker. No, he kept his striker, his false nine with Sterling to be compact, to be close to Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek in the double six. So you're bringing Jorginho out from the left in the midfield, back into the middle and pairing with Loftus-Cheek. And he has his outlets for the wing backs to give us width. That's why we were comfortable, fella. That's why we played better.
And took our worst player.
But you see, the gaffer didn't have those options.
Wait, but he did have those options. He just could have started the lineup without Mason Mount.
Does anyone really think, and I said this last night, and I've said this since the Leicester game, does anyone really think Thomas Tuchel, as crazy as some of his decisions have been recently, Mason Mount, even after going down to 10 men, was balling out against Leicester, was our best player. Everything was going through him. No one could touch him. He was having shot after shot. Do you really think at half time Thomas Tuchel would have taken him off?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the logic isn't there.
But it's also like what he's saying about like Tuchel didn't have the options until halftime. Are you fucking saying that Dave showed up late to like the game? He missed the bus or some shit? Like what are we saying? Like, sorry, guy, from here now. You can put me in.
Usually managers do change it when they get a red card. They change it right away.
Yeah.
They do, don't they? They change it right away to get it settled so we don't concede. He did it, which was a strange thing for him to do. And
he wanted to see if his tactics still work, but Mason. And this is what I say. Like the same thing Younes said before. I feel like there have been many plays where I see like two players go for the same ball, and then I realize like one of those players is Mason. And I'm like, you guys need to be more organized. Mason, you're getting in the way.
Yes.
You honestly, Mason. There's so many plays where I see Mason get in the way instead of actually, because Mason wants to go for everything. He wants to be involved in anything. Mate, stay in your position, make yourself open. It's like, I don't know. Let's continue.
He wants to be on the ball.
Go ahead, Ahmed.
I'm just going to say quickly that Mason wants to be on the ball too much. And when you have the ball too much here, the other players can't get the ball and do whatever they need to do to make the plays either. So, and you're not doing anything with the ball right now, Mason. I just think, it's best pass it over to someone else, let them create, and then maybe you can get into the box and score.
Yeah.
Just try to get the score at least.
Yeah, I will say, like, boys, like, if you watch the next Chelsea game, if this bad form continues, pay attention to what Mason is doing. Pay attention to how often he's going for the ball when he doesn't need to go for the ball, when there's already another teammate that's going for it. Pay attention to that, and you'll start seeing what I'm talking about. But let's continue.
First half, he didn't have the options. And Mason Mount got isolated. He never got the fucking ball. So
again, 27 touches, 16 passes, but we move.
Keep going with this agenda, mate.
We need to have, because I know some people are going to be uncomfortable with it. They're like, no, Mason, you can't drop Mason. No way you can drop Mason. Well, you can. And we did. And look what happened.
No. See, this is your bullshit. We did drop him. No. At half time, it's called a substitution. That's not getting dropped. When you get dropped, son.
Are we arguing syntax now? No, he got dropped. Mate, he got dropped. You probably weren't saying Callum Hudson-Odoi got subbed off at halftime, or Tammy got subbed off at halftime when they got subbed off the first year of Tuchel's reign. You probably said they got dropped. I mean, I get it. Like, drop would, if you told me, he got dropped, would mean like he's not playing in the team anymore. He's on the bench. But like,
I remember him
he got dropped off the lineup.
When Lukaku got finally taken out of the team after his run of like 1 goal or something in 10 games.
Sure,
I don't think Johnny said, he was tactically taken out. He said he was dropped. But you want to say, I don't like in the in-form thing. I don't like the term dropped. It's obviously a before game something. But I said it before. Actually, go on. Let's see what he said. I want to see if he said.
Yeah, okay.
You're dropped out of the team and you're on the bench. That's called being dropped. But what the correct terminology is for you, and I'll educate you, is that he was substituted for a tactical reason. Because the gaffer had to bring on a defender to go into a back three to ensure that we were solidly defensively sound. Because we cannot afford to lose the game. And credit to my gaffer, by the way, for doing that.
Wait, I thought Mount is good at pressing. tackling, because we've seen him do it. So why didn't he keep him on, Johnny? I'm not. Why wouldn't he keep him on? Why not take Kai off and keep Sterling up there or something? Oh, do you know why, Johnny? Because he was shit, and the whole front three was shit, but he was the shittest out of them. Okay, and like I said before, it was tactical, the substitution, but he chose to take Mount off because he was the least effective, and he wasn't having any impact on the game whatsoever, and it took him off.
I'm curious. I wonder if Johnny's live reacting to our live reaction right now, because I know he's live.
Who gives
Hi, Johnny. How you doing, man? Long time no see. I see you still drinking your minerals pills.
Praise my gaffer for that. But Mason Mount, unfortunately, was the one that had to be sacrificed. It's nothing to do with his performance, although he never got the ball. And when he did get the ball, where's the...
Never got the ball again.
You're right, Johnny, because like I said before, right, if he was balling out, being the best player on the pitch, unplayable, no one could touch him, Tuchel would have really taken him off, wouldn't he? He would have really taken him off. Honestly, the delusion is spreading, unfortunately, and it's honestly, it's like one of those alien face huggers. Honestly, it's like chest burster. It's like, honestly. I can't apply logic to this man's derangement. It's just bullshit. You're so full of shit. It really is. You know what I mean? Tactically, yes. That's what substitutions are usually for. Tactical reasons. Why? In this case, we were down to 10 men. We need to put an extra defender on. Okay, who am I going to take off? The least effective player in that first half. Who is it? Mason Mount. Who do I trust? Do I trust us to get back in the game? I'm going to keep Sterling on, and it could have been a coin toss in the first half between Mount and Havertz, maybe, but it keeps Havertz on because he's got more of a presence and he's taller. That's what it probably is. So he can knock down the balls and everything like that. But
what'd you say about Mount?
Let's go backstage then. Yeah, we'll go backstage.
Let's continue.
The support around him, nowhere to be seen. So. Use terminology correctly instead of feeding into all these Mason Mount haters and ones with agenda for the clickbait. Wow. Yeah, let's make that very clear.
Wait. Look at Younes's title, by the way, because he keeps saying clickbait.
Yeah.
Sterling saves Chelsea from Gallagher. Stupid red card, and the very last thing is Mount no show.
Yeah.
When you click on a YouTube video, you don't even get to see the Mount no show.
Yeah, exactly.
on your dashboard. You have to click on the video to see it.
You have to go in the description to see what
exactly.
About, yeah.
So I don't. Okay, let's continue.
What happened? Much better.
You keep repeating
so there's that. But overall, in midfield, we are completely lacking the moment. As I've said, Kante and Kovacic are not on this pitch. It's done.
That's hilarious. So you've gone and spilt all that bangers and mash Mason Mount agenda garbage to then go back to the midfield issue and the fact that we don't have Kovacic and Kante. And let's remind everyone, we brought Kovacic on the last sort of 20 minutes in that game and we looked good, yeah? And the transition was quicker. But we didn't have that in the first half with the back four. So you've just addressed the midfield, but you want to blame Mason Mount for our lack of fluidity, our lack of movement, possession, chance creation. Absolute waffle, son. Waffle. Let's go backstage then, yeah? We'll go backstage.
I feel like he's just ready to go backstage with Younes. Here's the thing, though. Younes, in this video, he doesn't necessarily just put everything on Mason. In the very beginning, he criticized Gallagher for the stupid foul he made in that first half to get himself sent off, and how he's not the DM. He was very critical of Gallagher. He was very critical of the midfield and how we need the midfield. I don't know. You want to focus on the fact that he's talking about how we played better when Mason Mount left the pitch and how we looked more free, but you ignore the fact that he also criticized Gallagher. Gallagher's a Cobham youth. Why don't you defend Gallagher? Oh, maybe because he's not the Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say he's the poster boy. That's a negative thing now.
Paul, you just muddied yourself there. Literally just don't anyway.
It's dire. Jorginho,
Yeah.
At times, offensively,
Yeah.
not bad, but
Yeah.
overall, my problem isn't offensively with him. Offensively, we know what he can do.
Yeah.
Defensively, man,
Well,
it's
he wasn't used defensively in the first half because he was using Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek. That's what he was doing because he knows Jorginho ain't got that. But you know that.
Jorginho wasn't used defensively in the first half. Oh, so he was part of the attack? Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher were the defenders, the double pivot? Is that what you're trying to say, Johnny?
What is Jorginho's place in midfield? What is he plays as a 6? What is a 6
Yeah.
usually?
Our only
Come
6
on,
wasn't
man.
used defensively. That's right. Our only 6. wasn't
Our
used
only
defensively.
6 wasn't used defensively?
I didn't know there was such thing as an attacking 6 now. Is there like an attacking 6 that I've been missing in football?
Attacking 6. It's called in the great words of class ref, false 6. That's what it is.
Oh,
Jorginho was playing the false 6.
Yeah.
Let's continue, people.
And then in the second half, he's in his double 6 position. His most comfortable position where he excels. And we were compact. And we had to have Kai Havertz and Sterling dig out to help the team because we're a man down. But you know that, obviously. Obviously, you know that, geezer. So the fact that you're bringing up the midfield, but you've just spat out all that, tells me one thing and one thing only, right? It's very disappointing from you, fella. You're one of those that sits on the fence like a Cheshire cat. I know that about you. I've seen a little bit of you, and you're very much like that. But
What?
to come out here like you got some big bollocks and minerals is very, very poor from someone with a large platform, yeah? And you like to feed into the Mason Mount haters. That's what you've just done. You've tried to gain them all, gain that respect. And to be honest with you, that doesn't show me anything good about you. Nothing at all. Very poor. Very, very poor. Very.
Wow.
So because he criticized Mason Mount, or not even really criticized, it was very, very light criticized. We have criticized Mason Mount a lot harder than Younes ever has. But because he did that, you're now disappointed in him and see what he's all about.
I'm sure he can be. I'm sure Younes is really bothered about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Younes is very bothered about it.
Yeah.
I'll pull up Younes's reaction to this in a little bit.
Very poor, son.
It's a hole. It's a hole. And when you don't have the right personnel next to Jorginho, he has no protection.
All right, so who did we have next to him? We had Gallagher. Then we had Loftus-Cheek. So you're addressing the problems, but you want to put the whole problems, all the issues on Mason Mount. You talk shit, son. You have just talked shit. I've just mudded you right now on my own platform. There's nothing more to say about it. You're a disgrace, really, mate. You are a disgrace. And your own title says Mount No Show. Mount No Show. But you refuse to explain the reasons why. But I've done that for you anyway.
Read the
So you can rest
dickhead.
now. You can relax. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
We know
Yeah.
what Jorginho does. I'm not even going to blame Jorginho.
All right. You're not going to blame me.
This guy likes to keep saying that he's clickbaiting and all this stuff, but
Welcome back, Cash Money.
welcome back, Cash Money.
Always welcome.
Sorry, I was getting
Wow,
a tab
I
here
can't
ready.
believe the sense of the irony that he doesn't realise that he's actually mudded himself in his own video when he's tried to mud someone else is hysterical. Just hysterical.
This clip I have is perfect too. All right, let's continue.
All right.
Oops.
Nothing.
But you want to
Because
blame
we
Mason
know.
Mount. You don't blame Jorginho in the midfield, but you blame Mason Mount. Very classy, son. Very, very.
How can you blame Jorginho though when he has to babysit Gallagher? Like whatever.
Very classy.
Not what to expect, but when you stick a Gallagher next to him, he's got no chance.
He just the geezer's just said it. When you put a Gallagher next to him, he's got no chance. What did we do in the first half, geezer? Oh, mate, you talk waffle, mate. You're a waffle merchant.
It's crazy. I hope Thomas Tuchel's learned from this. I really, really do hope he's learned
Yeah.
from this. But my message is
Thank
clear.
fuck he
For
ain't
the
talking to you.
Like, I know we're about to wrap up a deal for Fofana. But in the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
few
that's interesting. Fofana coming in. If we had Fofana, we might have been able to play the back three against Leicester in the first half, but we couldn't do that.
Yeah, because Gallagher was so good against Leeds. I forgot about that.
He was getting
What?
cooked like a shawarma, man.
Yep.
I don't get the logic. Like, what makes you think we weren't able to play a back three to begin with? We had Aspie and Chalobah. Irony, for real, Taha.
Oh,
irony.
Lack of irony.
Lack of minerals. Let's finish this.
We didn't have the options. Chalobah's on the way out, apparently, from what the brown envelopes say. So even the gaffer had to play Chalobah. So what does that tell you? The gaffer's options are limited. Our midfield is absolutely limited. We're playing two players in Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher. And credit to them for fucking trying as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, try.
Right? Especially Loftus-Cheek, trying his hardest.
Try.
When he's not a 6-6, he's an 8. And so's Gallagher. But they do their best.
It's only 1-6.
But there's no talk about that. It's all talk about Mason Mount. We want to come at Mason Mount. Do you know why? Because it's clickbait. It just shows you're an attention seeker, that you want that attention, because everyone is calling for Mason Mount to get dropped. Yeah?
Yep.
But what the one thing is about Mason Mount, when he plays, he's the glue of the team. And right now, yeah, that means
The glue is falling apart. That's what's happening right now, Minerals. The glue is falling apart. And we need to start being professionals here and use proper adhesives, okay?
I think, Johnny, you're sniffing glue sometimes. That's what I think. His opinion.
Oh,
midfield is not giving him the ball. So if you don't give the player the ball, what do you expect him to do with it? And the ball, when it's given to him, is too slow. The transitions are too slow. But you don't want to mention these things because you want the clicks. And I understand that.
2 days, my goodness. I don't understand how we are not going in for a defensive midfielder. I don't understand.
So a little cheap shot at the gaffer. The gaffer's defensive midfielder is Declan Rice. He can't get Declan Rice. He came out and he said, sometimes players aren't available. So what are you going to do?
Can you just, they've confirmed.
We'll go backstage.
They've confirmed that Declan Rice wasn't on our list apparently for DMs.
I don't know.
We inquired right at the start of the window. They gave us that ridiculous price of like 120, 150, something like that. And we went, nah. He's not worth that. We went, nah. We moved on.
And again, just to give context to the chat and anyone who's new here, it's not like we don't want Rice. It's the price that we don't want to pay for Rice. But even at this point, the fan base is making me not want Rice. But like, also,
made me not want Rice at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've had like anyone other than Rice for me is a win, in my opinion, because I've said this, innit? I just don't want Rice at the club because if you think Mason Mount situation is gonna be bad, the Rice situation, will only compound it even more. I'm just going to say I almost said his own line. I'm going to say how it is now. But seriously, though, it would actually compound the situation if you actually got Rice.
See, like Otto mentioned, here's the thing about Minerals. He will justify it. He will compartmentalize it in his head that the gaffer did the right thing. He knows that Billy will come back on a buyback clause. He needs to play more. Oh my God, I'm drinking the Minerals now. I'm justifying it. Oh, the gaffer knows that there's going to be a buyback clause and that he's going to get his play time at Brighton, which is a brilliant club. And we're going to bring him back even better at the world-class Billy Esta that he is.
You know what it is, yeah?
See it later, you go in prison. You go in prison. And you're getting named and shamed.
Yeah, Billy hasn't got buyback clause, right?
Oh boy.
From what we know, they've not mentioned any buyback clause. And
hopefully it does get mentioned at some point.
I saw the reaction from the fan base here on Billy Gilmour, and I don't understand why that is. Like, he's not that good. Maybe it's just me in it, but I feel like it's been a very major overreaction on Billy Gilmour. All right, and something must have happened at Norwich, because Tuchel wanted this guy to go to Norwich to improve. If it's to be believed in it. and he would have probably kept Gilmour if something had been, unless something has been told to him about Norwich from like his good mate Foward. So
Yeah, I would like to be able to pick his brain and find a logic as to why Billy didn't work out, but we won't know until years after he retired, probably.
It's confusing. And to be honest, as I've said, if Gallagher is going to be playing like this and he gets into the squad, how on earth is Billy Gilmour not in?
All right, I'll tell you about Billy Gilmour, because Billy Gilmour is a replacement for Jorginho. Jorginho's not a defensive midfielder, and nor is Gilmour. So what are you trying to say? This just tells me you don't understand football, geezer. You don't understand actual player profiles and positions.
But just because he's a replacement for Jorginho, they can't play in the same squad? He can only replace Jorginho.
Yeah, can't.
That's what Billy can only replace Jorginho. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah. And we're gonna play Jorginho 7-8 times in a row in a really compact schedule. But we can't play Billy. I don't know. And this guy's starting to fry my brain.
Very shocking, mate, for someone with over 100k subscribers and has a platform, and you're spieling all this garbage, mate. My word.
And yes, Billy Gilmour defensively suspect.
Right, so he's gone from saying why is he not playing Billy Gilmour, who he knows he's defensively suspect, but you know Gallagher has got the ball recoveries and he's built a bit bigger and he's a work engine.
Wait, are you really defending Gallagher?
Yes, I know, it's weird.
Is he really defending Gallagher right now over Billy Gilmour?
If you were to say, I think Gallagher could replace Mount, he would criticise Gallagher. He would say,
what?
The same type of player, he can't do what Mason does, stuff like that.
I am so confused right now. What? Did you not see what happened against Leeds?
I know, yeah.
Or even Leicester.
Or in the actual game where he got sent off, where you're at.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
So I can't stand the Gaffer's fault.
Say that again, Andrew.
He's not the only one. That's the sad thing in his fan base.
Oh gosh. Let's continue.
Yeah. But obviously, Mr. Younes doesn't, does he? Clearly.
But you know what? In terms of moving the ball, in terms of being dynamic, in terms of making something happen, I feel like at least with him, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and that's what we rely on Georgie to do, don't we? The metronome, the tempo. That's what Gilmour would do. But you're misprofiling, obviously, mate. Is this all you got? This is shocking.
Today, Gallagher just... there's not even a word to describe what Gallagher was
playing in a midfield three,
like today. Atrocious. Yeah. But, as I've said, the point to make is someone like Mason...
Apparently, we were playing in a midfield three that game. 4-3-3. I don't know.
I don't know, man, about that one, but
I thought we were playing in a back four and Ruben was a right wing back again.
yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can't disprove him on that one.
Mount coming off, changing the game. Sterling, Cucurella looked fantastic. And fair play to them.
Yeah. Because he's in the wing back position, he can get pushed up with a license to go forward because you've got a back three fella, and that means he can go closer to Sterling on the left side. But on the right side in the first half, you had Reece James as a right back who didn't have the license to go forward. So you have to rely on Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher to deliver the ball on the right-hand side to Mason Mount, which they did not do. And Jorginho was on the left.
So, the license. Hang on. Reece didn't have the license to go forward. He hit the post in the first half. What do you mean he didn't have the license to go forward? What are you talking about? They both went forward.
Calling them out.
Just because you play a back four doesn't mean your fullback still can't go forward. What?
Yeah, I mean, Reece James was a right back before a right wing back, and we were praising his attack and his crosses from the right back position.
Jesus Christ.
Honestly.
It astounds me. Your ball IQ astounds me.
Your ball IQ astounds me.
No minerals, pure agenda, pure clickbait. Where
Reece
else?
James,
what we saying?
Later into the game, really
Reece James got in the game because he's on a right wing back. This is what I'm saying. This is garbage.
Himself and started taking advantage on that right hand side. The last 20 minutes or so, or 15 actually, we were on panic mode. As soon as Leicester scored, it was just okay. Bloody hell, defend.
Oh,
We're gonna
right.
have
So
to
we didn't
try
play
and
so
scrape
well
this.
and
And
fluid.
considering we were down to 10 men,
Yeah.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, that's lovely of
Although
you. That's really
I'd
nice.
like to
yeah.
think we shouldn't be in that
Not
situation.
1
in the
ounce
first-
of positivity here. Not 1 ounce of positivity. I mean, I'm done with this fella.
What? What?
Hang on.
Did
Before you Dark, you think that's impressive? He turned 50 million into 45. We've turned a 45 into 1 hour 50.
Yeah.
That's all
yeah.
we do, my friend.
It takes long. We got the minerals. That's why we have minerals. Oh my god! You know what, Dark?
Let's go backstage. Then, yeah?
Oh my goodness!
Backstage, geezer.
To be quite honest with you, it's shocking, mate. It really is. But look, I can understand. You know what I mean? I can understand you're on the other side of the coin here. You know, you got one on the other hand that wants to be heads, and it's obviously a tails for you. But I've just slapped your little arse there. And
What is going on, man? Come on, man. Relax, please.
He got him. He dunked on him. Absolutely brilliant. World class performance.
I've never seen.
He took him backstage.
Yeah, I've never seen someone on a video when they try and mud someone else actually manage to mud themselves. I've never seen this before. He made himself tap out. You know, he knocked himself out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I just hear the chat just right now, just cracking the fuck up right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, Johnny, you're a gem. You really are.
There's no coins here. It's pure notes. It's called money. And Mason Money Minerals, man, your poster boy, as you quoted, yeah, baller of this football club, future captain, and the gaffer ain't dropping him, mate. The gaffer ain't going to drop him. There's nothing to drop him for. He needs to sort the midfield out. But thankfully, we've got Kovacic at least back until Kante gets there. Do you know what I mean? So, like I say, there's only money on here on Minerals FC. So, like I say, you see them curtains there. Well, it's the Johnny Minerals curtain call for you. Just for you. So it's a good night, sweetheart, and a let's have it right.
I was kind of concerned what he was going to say. See them curtains there?
Yeah.
I'll be there when you're sleeping.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
With the Mount poster boy.
Hang on. Let me look at. Hang on. Johnny's background looks a bit like those curtains. I'd worry about that, Younes, if I were you.
And see you later. You go in prison. And you're getting named and shamed.
Oh my goodness. Let's continue.
So let's have it right. Big up to everyone in here.
Okay,
Chels.
no, he's done. He's done. All right, thank goodness he's done. All right, boys, I need to show you Tunis. Wow, Younes's reaction to the minerals calling him out. It was very subtle, but if you're a Younes fan like I am, I think you picked up on it. Let's go ahead and show you guys right here. And first of all, look at his player team selection. By the way, that's the four in the back that Minerals was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyways, this is the team selection for Southampton, by the way. But let's continue.
Havertz on the bench. Mason Mount. No Minerals for Mason Mount, is there? On the bench.
And the wink. He knows. He knows. Very classy. He knows. But listen, boys and girls, that was our reaction to Minerals. I knew it was going to be a long one, and I honestly, I thought we weren't going to get through it because this is one of the more calm Minerals' reactions. Yeah. Usually, he's a lot more rattled, but I think he knows. I think he found out the equation. Johnny plus Minerals criticism, money criticism equals rattled. I think he figured it out. So, any final words, guys? Let's also transfer window wise. Gilmour's gone.
Yeah.
Mitchie is staying for now, sorta. We'll see what happens with that. Alonso off. Who else did we sell? Oh, Kennedy's out as well.
He's out, yeah.
Alba and Zakaria confirmed.
Yeah. I think overall it's been a very good window. Ins and outs.
Yeah.
Because we
The only
need
down thing was that we waited so long for the midfield.
Mhm.
It's the only thing, and we all saw it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised in January if he went in for a midfielder.
That's what they said about the Irish dude. They might go back in January for him. Russian kid.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. I think the main thing has been the outs in it because we needed to clean the deadwood. We've actually done 99.9% of it somehow. I'm actually because it was the thing is even though we've had Roman before, if this was Roman under the Mourinho regime, these guys would have still been here this year. They would have been here. It would have been end of 2023 where the majority of these guys would have gone. But somehow this year we've managed to get these guys cleared out on it. So as for the ends, I hope Zakaria works. I don't know if it means Jorginho, if he plays next to Jorginho, or if it's going to mean like Zakaria is going to be like a lone 6 and then you have 2 8s in front of him and maybe you play more expensive football. So it's going to be
that'll allow us to do the back 4.
Exactly.
I think the DM has been the one that has been, the secret to not having us play that back 4. Now that we have a proper DM, whether he's good or not, we'll see. But
So auto Meshan. So actually, what's fascinating to come out tonight. Alonso's actually had his Chelsea contract terminated. So he'll be signing for Barcelona tomorrow as a free agent. He'll be signing tomorrow as a free agent. So he actually had his contract, he had 1 year left, had his contract terminated by Chelsea. So he's not included in the Aubameyang transfer at all. He actually had the contract terminated.
Yes. But any final thoughts, guys? We're good?
Listen, need a big reaction against West Ham.
Oh, yeah.
Not only a result, I need a performance. I need a performance and a result. And I need one of Mount or Havertz dropped. I'm not even asking for both. Yes. I need one of them dropped.
One of them.
I don't think it will happen.
Yeah, Tuchel is very stubborn. We'll see what happens. But no, you're right. We need a...
If you realise the midfield is an issue, maybe he might have seen the light. You never know. There's already articles going on. Like the Telegraph just released the article saying Tuchel's under pressure now. He's been backed. He has to perform. So
yeah, he's been very backed.
He's been backed. Yeah, he's been backed.
Now,
Ray Allen in the comments said something very interesting. Give Tuchel time. Klopp took 4 years to rebuild his team. Pep gave 2 years, but I want to see improvement. I'll give him time as long as there's improvement. This season, you have players, Tuchel. I want to see an improvement. I want to start winning games. Yeah. Look, Man City are dropping points. Liverpool are dropping points. We're not taking advantage of that.
No,
we should be. We're dropping points too. So
we know Europe is coming for these guys. Europa League is coming for a lot of these other teams. So we need to now be, taking. You know what? Yeah, unironically, even though we've lost games, we're only 4 points and 8 points behind these guys. So it's a gift sometimes in disguise that we still got a lot of games left and a big chance to obviously come back to these guys as well. So
let's at least close the gap a little bit more or start challenging a little bit. But we'll see, boys. Hopefully West Ham goes well. We will be doing a stream an hour after the West Ham game. So make sure you're subscribed and hitting that bell notification so you get notified when we do go live and you don't miss that stream. You guys can be a part of it as well. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Make sure you check out Casually FC. That's my channel. Sarcasm City. Well, you'll find Ahmed there as well as Winter Surfer. Make sure you support those boys over there and check the links in the description. I will be linking the Younes video where he was a guest here before, so you guys can check that out. Yeah, he was here back in the day. Yeah, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, and hopefully you guys don't think we've been too unfair. Comment section. I hope maybe we weren't too unfair. I expect the Mineral Soy Boys to be in the comments. To you guys, thank you for the engagement. You're all welcome to be here. You're all welcome to have a chit chatter with us. We won't censor you, and we won't purposely not put your comments up that are negative towards us because we're not, maybe we don't have the minerals. But ladies and gents, smash that like button. Thank you for being here. Good end to the transfer window. That's up to you guys to decide, but hopefully Saturday we come out with a W.